Lacey Noel, and today I have a very special video for you guys. I'm going to show you guys how I kind of set up my foundation, my contour, and my highlight. And also, what you'll notice of this video so far is that I have a new camera. Thank you, Uncle Chad. I really appreciate it. And also, to add to the camera, I also got from my mom this amazing new foundation. And also, I'm still learning how to use this since I'm transitioning from Kat Von D's foundation to Makeup Forever's because I've heard so many amazing things about this. So let's get started with this. So what I like to do is we're going to cover all of this up with I think that's all I'm going to do for now because with all this foundation, I don't know, this foundation actually has a really easy way of having an even distribution, and it's also a lightweight foundation, which I'm a huge fan of because since I have psoriasis, the last thing I want to feel like is I have another mask or face over my face. So I'm a really big fan of how lightweight this foundation is, and what I do with this is I take my sponge and I kind of blend this all together, saying goodbye to all of my psoriasis. Well, not really, but you know. With makeup, we like to fantasize. Also, with this sponge, it really takes some arm work. I guess that's what they really mean by beating your face a little. So since I have my face pretty much set for, just moving on from the foundation, what I'm going to do is, first thing I do after my foundation is always contouring. And for my my face personally, I just like to contour my cheeks and not really anything else, because sometimes if I contour too many parts of my own face when I'm not cosplaying or dressing up as anybody else, I don't know, I'm not really fond of it for myself, if that makes any sense. So what I'm going to do is I'm gonna kind of go to the where these little baby hairs are right here. I'm going to take this brush. What's good about this brush too is that it has a very good angle, or not even angle, but it has a nice little point towards the middle of it, so you can pinpoint kind of where you want your foundation to be on both sides of your face. And then you can kind of see if they're even. If the baby hairs get in your way, just kind of move on. They're not hurting anybody. And also, what I've noticed other people do too is they do fishy faces, and it actually helps. Even though you may feel like a total tool when you're doing it, it does help. And also with this contour, you want to blend it out. You don't want any strict lines. And then when I have where I want my contour to be, I'm actually going to take a blush brush, tap it really lightly into my contour color, and then kind of blend things out a bit so things aren't as harsh of a line. So I'm done with my contour, and the next thing that I like to do is I like to go straight forward into the blush. Now, I like to use, for the contour I actually use Anastasia Beverly Hills Contour Kit, and I use this color right here. I don't actually have the packaging for it anymore, so I don't know what color it is. So I have Tarina Tarantino's blush set, and if you open inside, unfortunately I dropped this, so I'm kind of a disaster, but I have these 4 beautiful colors. I really like this one at the time, so unfortunately this one is gone, but this one is really good if you want to do like more neutral kind of looks, and then these 2 are really good for, they have more of like a purple kind of tint to them, and I'm going to use this one. So just kind of roll the brush in there real quick, and then what I'm gonna do is kind of give myself a cheesy little smile, like I'm selling myself something on QVC. But if I was really a salesperson at QVC, I would have better nails. And then, since I think it's gonna add a little bit more blush here, blend it out. But since I'm pretty much done with the blush right now, I'm going to go right into the highlight. Now, with the highlight, I've been actually using 3 different ones. So I've been using, I'm going to butcher the name of this highlight, but it's Ilamasqua. I'm so sorry. I don't know how to pronounce this, but it's in the color, it's the Ilamasqua Gleam Highlighter Illuminator, or Illuminator. Oh well, I didn't really, I mean, I was okay in French, but I was never good in pronunciation. And then the color is Aurora. So we're going to use this, and it's a cream. And what I'm going to do is I'm just gonna kind of pat my finger in it, and then I don't want things to get too in the center in the apple of my cheek, so I'm going to kind of bring things out this way and blot it down. You don't want to just smear the highlight in here, because what it's gonna do is it's just gonna, like, you're risking rubbing your foundation off. Put a little bit much on there, but I think we'll be good with that. And then I'm going to do the same thing to this side. And also with highlighting, it'll give you more of like a cheekbone effect. If you have sort of like sort of chubby-ish cheeks like mine, and you don't really have defined cheekbones, this will help you kind of thin out your face a little bit, and also give you more of a dynamic cheekbone. But if you already have killer cheekbones, like for example David Bowie, then you are blessed. So I think I'm good with the highlight right here. I'm actually going to put a little bit more on this cheek. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my Beauty Blender again, and I'm going to just pat this down and blend it out a bit. Alright, and also what I've been doing too is that just to give myself just a little bit more of a highlight in like certain areas of my face, what I've been doing also is putting just a little tiny bit right here, and then a little bit on my chin. We don't want too much on my forehead and my chin because I don't want to look like a sweaty disaster. And just kind of blend that out nicely. And then blend this out nicely too. Alrighty, now that we have the highlight set up, what I'm going to do is I'm going to sort of set that cream highlight with a shimmery eyeshadow, and I'm going to be using Tarantino's, what is this? Jewel Shadow Palette in the Fantastical variety, and I am going to use this really pretty shimmer shadow in the middle. So I'm going to take my fan brush and just kind of take some of that pigment and then just put that over that cream highlight. I don't have much of this left, so it's a little bit difficult to kind of get that onto the brush. And sometimes it's even, I don't know, sometimes I find it easier to kind of set the highlight with the little circle motions. And then we do that with the next cheek. And then the third highlight I'm going to use is Urban Decay's Naked Illuminated highlight, and it's really pretty. It has like this very like circular pearl like kind of highlight in the middle of the box. And what I'm gonna do is just kind of rub the brush into that and then kind of define that highlight just a little bit more. I like to use 3 different highlights because, I don't know, like I like to use this one to kind of blend out the powder, and then the that cream highlight just has a very nice glow to it, so I just kind of like to use all 3. Put a little bit on my chin and put a little bit on my forehead, just a little bit. I don't want too much on there. And let's see. But yeah, that's pretty much how I contour, highlight, and use foundation for my face. I hope that you guys really like this video, and I hope you guys like, comment, subscribe, and all of that jazz. And also, to add to this, if you have psoriasis, please comment down below. And if you guys want another video dedicated to like psoriasis skincare or something psoriasis related, I'll be honored to do that, because with the person who's been dealing with psoriasis pretty much their whole life, I mean, I've really have gone through big breakthroughs with like makeup and everything. It's helped me a lot with self-confidence and everything, but also with learning more about my skin and also learning how to take care of my skin. So there's that. And so yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this. I know I definitely had. Sharing all of my tips and advice with you guys, and stay tuned for more stuff of mine. I love you all so much. Bye bye.